All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Life Path Numbers April 2023 prediction. My name is Jocelyn. And again, I thank you guys so much for tuning in. And also, thank you all so much for all your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. It is greatly appreciated. So, if y'all hear me clear my voice a little bit, it's a lot of pollen out here where I live. So, it's kind of getting to me a little bit. Like my voice was gone last week and everything. So we're feeling better. I should have actually got me some tea, but I just get some water. It's okay though. It's fine. It'll all work out the same. So hello again. So these messages are going to be very um I'll say in particular, I'll just go ahead and let you guys know right now. Like a lot of these messages are very specific messages for this month. So if you do not resonate with your life path number, you can definitely check out your destiny number, and those messages may be for you as well. If you would like to check out your heart desire as well as as your personality number, you can do that as well. But majority, it'll just resonate with your life path number and destiny number, okay? Because that's the way I channel my messages. So we can go ahead and get into the energy of April. Let me write this time down before I forget. I'll just use this. Actually, hold on, you guys. Okay. Okay. So the April energy. So this April energy is going to bring a lot of discipline. Whatever you have been planning on doing or whatever you have been really focusing on, because I know that the collective in general is focusing on their purposes and what they're supposed to be doing in life, what God has destined you or ordained you to do. So, in order for you to achieve those purposes, not only do you automatically have those gifts instilled in you to complete those purposes, but it is going to take a lot of discipline in order for you to take the necessary steps that you're supposed to be taking towards that particular purpose, that goal, whatever it is that is lying within your heart. So, with that month number 4 coming in with a lot of discipline, is also coming in with being sure of your steps that you are making. And it's not that you don't really trust or believe in God, you just don't trust and believe in yourself. And this is the perfect timing for you to get into that more of that energy where you are trusting yourself. Also, there was an energy that was coming up as far as because you don't really know what that purpose is. You're unsure of it. It's a whole lot of doubts in your mind because you may have been going back telling other people what's going on with you, or I feel like my purpose is supposed to be this, that, and the third, or A, B, and C. And because people have not seen the vision that God has given you, they mean well, but they try to nicely discourage you from taking that leap of faith or going towards those goals. And the analogy or the example that was coming out, I was reading First Corinthians chapter 11, and Paul explains it very beautifully as far as we are all part of one spirit, one Holy Spirit, one God. And in that God, that represents a body. And inside of that body has different functions. So you are a part of that Holy Spirit. So that means that you have a different function than someone else does. So they may not see what you see. They may not be able to do the things that you do. So, for example, that person that you're going to is a foot, but you're a hand. Why would the foot tell the hand what to do? The hand does what it needs to do. The foot does what it needs to do. So that's just like the hand going to the foot saying, what am I supposed to be doing for my purpose? Like, what is my purpose? Why would you ask the foot that? Okay. So definitely be sure of yourself. Like I said, everyone has their own unique gifts and their own unique talents. And once they're being used properly, those unique gifts and those unique talents can be used for a good, loving purpose of whatever God has you to do in your life. Also, with that being said, if you don't know what your purpose is, don't go around looking for it in other people or other things. You may see that a lot of people are getting into certain companies or certain businesses or doing certain things that have lied on their heart and placed it on their heart. And because they do it so well and you feel like you can do it as well, you try to mimic someone else's purpose. Definitely be aware of that. I have personally been in contact with someone who has said that I'm just going to do what this person doing because they're making a lot of money in it, or they seem like they're really happy doing it. I've been through some similar things, so maybe I'm supposed to do that too. That does not mean that. So make sure that you are really being sure of yourself. Make sure that you're being certain in yourself in this month of April, in this month four, because four is all about certainty. It's all about the house. It's all about what you see. It's all about concrete plans and actually doing what you're supposed to do to reach those goals and to achieve those plans, or just taking action on those plans as well. So April is going to really test you. If it didn't test you in January, it's definitely going to test you right now to see, because people say that this is technically the real new year. So this is a year of really where you kind of start showing yourself, okay, I've been playing for these last 3 months. I done said that I was going to do these things and I have not done anything towards it. Now I'm getting this new start in April, this fresh start, this spring energy to go after, or to spring after what I want to do. And it is going to take a lot of hard work. It's going to take a lot of discipline, but you can definitely do it. Just like I said, just be mindful of going to other people who did not get the same vision that God has given you. Okay. God has given, like I said, the example that I was using, God gave the hand a purpose and God gave the foot a purpose. So the hand won't go to the foot and ask the foot, what's my purpose? The foot won't go to the hand and ask the hand, what's my purpose? Because the hand gonna say to the foot, oh, it's meant for you to grab things. The foot gonna say to the hand, oh, it's meant for you to walk. So you can't really go to other people about different purposes because everybody has their own gift, everybody has their own purpose. So kind of stick to yourself a little bit when it comes to this particular season. All right. Hey Tyra, you like the blue? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Tyra. How have you been? And everybody else that's here, how have y'all been? Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. We'll go ahead and get it started. I will be repeating a lot in this particular live, so bear with me if you are here and you stay here the whole live. Like I may repeat myself a lot. So we're gonna start off with ones, per usual. All right. So let's get it started. You said life's been lovely. How about yourself? Life's been really good. Other than my voice being gone last week, life has been really good. I've been really enjoying myself and everything that comes with it. So that's good, Tyra. I'm glad to hear. So wait, let me get some water real quick because it's kind of hot in here too. So bear with me, y'all. Okay. So life path number one. All right. Life path number one. This is your message for April 2023. Also, if you are a destiny number one, you can resonate with this message as well. And also, I will be doing spiritual path readings in the month of April. So make sure you guys check out my website. It is in the description box below so that you can book your either your life coaching classes or your spiritual path readings with me. All right. So I'm just going to read right off the page. Life path number one, destiny number one. Overall, the month of April is the month of practicality. This month will be extremely busy, so be sure to only manage what you can do. Don't try to overwork and get things done all at once. This is where practicality comes in. Don't try to be Superman this month either. This by setting, I'm sorry, don't try to be Superman this month by setting unrealistic goals for yourself. 4 is about being careful and being steady. So that slow and steady wins the race. So for ones, your energy has been picking up a lot. You have been in the past, you have been struggling with managing everything all at once, but now that you have became into a groove of handling a lot of things all at once, it's becoming second nature to you, and your body really isn't feeling the true essence of what you're doing. Like, you may say life path number 1, well, I don't really have a lot going on, I just got these 5 things going on at once and I'm fine. Like, I can multitask. That's my energy. That's fine. But also this month is going to be an added, um, like, I'm seeing juggling right now. So right now you're juggling like a good 5 things at one time. But now there's going to be an extra task, sorry, an extra task that's going to be thrown into the mix. And you've mastered handling those 5 things. And you're saying to yourself, okay, what's one more thing I can juggle at too? And then once you throw that extra juggling ball into the mix, then you start getting overwhelmed. You start actually feeling drained and boggled down. So the work that you've already been putting in towards your successes, towards whatever it is that you want to accomplish within your purpose, those things are going to naturally sprout up because you've already been doing the hard work. You've already been planting the seeds. Your energy is coming through very um, disciplined this month as well. So, because you've already had that discipline, I'll say within October ish, you started really like being disciplined with yourself. It's kind of like this month, some extra added weight is going to try to come in at you, and you're needing to deal with that extra weight. So some of those things that you have already been juggling, you're going to have to really handle it in a practical way so that you won't boggle yourself down or overwork yourself. Okay. And then also, knowing with a pace you will win the race. So don't try to like rush to do everything all at once either. Just pace yourself, okay? Because any motion towards whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, is some type of motion. It's not that you don't need to press on the gas full speed. Like, the speed limit right now is about 35 miles per hour. You need to go 35 miles per hour. You don't need to go 60 miles an hour just because you see open road. Because getting like a vision of you driving down like this open road and the speed limit is like 35 miles per hour, but you say, oh, it's open road and all the green lights are there, I can go 60. But see, lurking around the corner, there may be a police officer that's going to stop you for going too fast. So you don't want to really break the rules of yourself. You want to just go that certain speed limit to get towards your goals. You don't have to rush everything. I love when I do that. Take your time to make a decision this month as well. You don't need to rush. I literally wrote that. Process all options and make a choice as well. So I'm going to repeat that again. Take your time to make decisions this month as well. You don't need to rush. Process all options and then make a choice. So even if this has to do with making a choice or a decision in your life, process everything before you just rush and say, okay, that one, or I choose this. Okay, I'll just do this. Like, process all your options. Like I said, take those practical steps because the month 4 is bringing in a lot of practicality for the life path or destiny number 1. Also, to make this decision, trust your gut and obvious understanding of what you absolutely know. And that's what I was saying in the overall message, that sometimes you can't go to everybody about what you should do and how you should do things because you already got that understanding from a higher source and you already know what you're supposed to be doing. These people, even though that they mean well, they can activate or act as that negative energy or that devil energy in your life to try to throw you off. The devil does not have any boundaries or no bounds when it comes to trying to stop you on your path. The devil is going to try to throw everything at you to get you to make the wrong decision and to get you to not do what you're supposed to be doing or not do what God has already placed in your vision and in your heart to do. So you may use loved ones to say, I don't think you should do that. But if you absolutely know with your gut and it's an obvious understanding of what you know, follow what you know. Follow the choice that is more in line with who you are as well. So just because I'm seeing like a new opportunity, I guess I can describe that as there's going to be a new opportunity that's going to come in for you. But if it's not in line with your purpose, or if it's not in line with your time or what you want to be doing, you might not want to take on that extra task. Okay. Like hold off on it. For some of you, when I just said task, I'm seeing that this task can be beneficial for your life, but right now you may not be able to take it in the month of April. It could be maybe June-ish. I'm seeing the word June. So June-ish, take that opportunity. And that is the overall energy for the life path number ones. So now my personal prediction that I have for life path number ones is more work endeavors are coming in. Work that you have been waiting on as well. I feel a second job or an additional endeavor. I like when I do that. Um, I feel a second job or an additional endeavor coming in this month, and you will be able to do it all with organization. Only with organization. Don't just say, okay, I can do these things because I can multitask. No, you got to organize your time, and then you will be able to bring that in. But like I was saying before, I feel like it's more so for some of you, it's more so of June. If you don't really have a lot on your plate, if you only have that one job that you're doing, and then the second job comes in and you know how to, if they align with your schedule that you already have now, go ahead and take that job. But for those of you who know they got too much on their plate and they can't really, like every day, you don't really have a free day. And when you do have a free day, you're using that time to spend with your family. Don't cut out that family time to do the second thing. Okay. Because family is very important. Your purposes, what I've learned, your purposes is very important too for God, but being there with your family and breaking that family curse or tie that you may have on your family is very important as well. So you may be in a family where you guys growing up, you didn't really spend a lot of time together. So in your family that you have created on your own, it's time for you to start spending more time with your family. So don't compromise your family for these jobs. Okay. um for some of you though, you do have a lot of free time, so there is enough hours in the day to actually do these things. But like I said, if you're trying to like compromise your time with like compromise this new job and say, yeah, I'm just gonna have to cut down my family time, don't do that. Don't do that. And also I wrote, it's all about how you prioritize and categorize these responsibilities. I also wrote like good money or more money, but also more responsibility will be coming in. So that's pretty much what I've been saying this whole time. And I also had a vision of final trimmings. The vision that I got, I wrote it down. I said, I see a hairdresser looking at the finished product or the finished style. So if you are a male, female, like when you go get your hair cut or you go get your hair done, how the hairdresser kind of like turns the chair around and like looking to see, okay, did I cut that right? And then they like do the scissors like this, or wait a minute, did I lay that part down right? And they take the comb. Like I feel like you're at the final trimmings of something. So this can be like almost ready process for you. So get ready for everything that is going to come in for you, because I feel like the next few months for life path number one, really the rest of the year is going to be very work related or busy for you. So just prioritize your time. Like right now, it's time for you to get everything in order. And that's what the number 4 brings as well. So that's ones. Hey, Marlene, how are you? Tyra, you said, love the message, definitely resonates. I'm always trying to multitask, but getting a lot better with having balance. Great. Perfect. I'm glad. I'm glad you resonated with that message. Definitely, Tyra, look back at this message too throughout the month because I just feel like you're gonna forget. Maybe not even this month. Like, look at this message like further down the line. Like, save it to your favorites. Can you do that on YouTube? Can't you save like videos? I think you can. Do that, Tyra. Save this one. Because if you definitely resonated with this, save it. Because definitely further down within the year, this message needs to be reiterated. You said, I'm okay. This month has been a roller coaster. Oh, we got to get to sixes then. You said for sure that's what I've been doing, going back to messaging. Yes, I saved some playlists. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, so you can. I thought you could do that. I'm doing good. I may sound like I may be clearing my throat. I always clear my throat anyway, but more than ever, because I lost my voice last week. I don't know. It was just, and you know what, Tyra, just side message for the Life Path number ones, if you're still here. If God is telling you it's time for rest, it's time for rest. Because I'm just like, let me tell y'all what happened last week, my testimony. So I'm just up ripping and running, not really getting a lot of rest and happy for it because I like to stay busy. Like I just do. I feel like when I'm busy, I'm productive. And if I'm sleeping or sitting down, I don't feel productive. So I'm like up ripping and running and stuff. No, I'm gonna do this day. I'm gonna do this day. And God was telling me to rest, and I just was not listening. And I was talking, like randomly just talking one day, and I felt my voice leaving. And I was like, why is my voice about to leave? I'm not sick. I was not sick. I'm like, I'm not sick. Like, what's going on? Like, pollen like bothers me, but not like that. And I literally within an hour, my voice was completely like shut off. I couldn't talk at all, at all. And I'm laying down in the bed like, what the heck, man? And I heard God tell me again, you need to rest. You need to rest. So this weekend I rested. So when you are being told to like calm down, and like I said, this is for anybody that's in the chat too, not just for Life Path number ones, but if you're being told to rest, go ahead and rest. Like sometimes you need only 24 hours. But yeah, my voice was gone for like 2 days, 3 days, something like that, like completely. I couldn't do nothing because I need to talk. Like I talk. That's what I do. Like I talk. Voice went at. It's like, look, bye. You being told to go on vacation or being told to rest, and you not. How about this? I'm leaving. That's what my voice said to me. And I ain't had no choice but to. I had no choice. Because like I said, what I do, I talk. Like that's why I haven't been really like posting up no messages like that. Or even though in like informational videos, like I talk for a living. Couldn't talk. Couldn't do it. You said, yeah, I know it's hard to take a rest, especially with kids. But guess what, Tyra? How about my kids actually was out of town this weekend too? Like when God tells you to rest, God means that. So I didn't even have kids this weekend. Yeah, it was that serious. God was like, no, you need to rest. I didn't even have my kids. I ain't have my voice. I ain't have my kids. I'm just sitting up there looking like, just twiddling my thumbs, like, what am I supposed to be doing? Yeah, it was that serious. So I've been working hard, y'all. Marlene said, yeah, when you need a rest, your body will definitely do it for you if you don't do it willingly. Yeah. And then that's what that four energy brings too. Like if your body's telling you to rest, go ahead and do that. Don't worry about like your purpose still gonna be there. What's gonna happen? Somebody else gonna take your purpose that God already given you? No. I'm for real. Voice gone, kids gone. Yeah. It was cute. It was good though. Like I feel so refreshed. Let's get to twos. I'm sorry. I had to get a side message. Okay. It's like really hot in here. I don't know why. I think it's getting hotter outside, like by the second too. Okay. Like, like I said, Molly, I wasn't even sick. It was just my voice just left. But I'm glad too. I'm glad I can actually like make a sound because I couldn't even make no sounds. Like I was like whispering. And then when I tried to like project my voice, it was like, oh, come back down, ma'am. Oh, okay, about a second. That's why I'm like, I know it's like we got the air on in here. It's just getting hotter. Okay. All right. So, life path number two. Thank you so much for life path number two for tuning in. This message also may be for destiny number two. So, take this message as resonates. Also, I will be doing spiritual path readings and life coaching classes in the month of April. So, if you would like to book any services for me, make sure you guys click in the description box below on my website and book your services that way. So, life path number two. This month has no friction for you. Okay, you have no friction this month. It's like everything is going to fall exactly where they are supposed to lay. There are no stops, delays, or generally anything holding you back. I also had a vision of a person running on water. Like actually, when I said running on water, I saw like the faucet. So I'm gonna get to that later. But I saw like you actually like booking, like on water. Um, and with every step on the water, like a plank or something solid supported you. So then that means that you were able to run full speed ahead without falling, like, sinking inside the water. So you just have to trust that everything or that with every step, there is always going to be something right there to support you. So, life path number twos, you have been having a struggle of trusting, trusting the plan, the orchestrated design, the divine design, I'll say, of your steps. So, sometimes because you are very skeptical or afraid or timid, like tiptoey, you don't really go after uh that path or that journey or that destiny that God has for you. And you, because you're not moving or taking those necessary steps for you, hold on, the vision is coming back as far as like that water, like walking on water. So let me say that because it's coming out really strong. So, okay, so life path number two, from your vision, from your eyes, you see water. You don't see the steps that could actually support you on the water. So you are saying in your mind, there's no way that I can walk on water. And there is a way because with, like I said, with every step that you make on the water, it's like a plank that's like invisible that will allow you to walk on water. I have kids, you guys, so it's coming in like this. So if y'all ever seen the movie Frozen, the first one, when Elsa was running away from the town and the village, and when she stepped on water, that ice plank came, and then she was able to run full speed like across the lake because she had that ice plank, under her. That's that vision I'm getting. So for you, that's how your life is too. You just have to run full speed and trust those steps that you are taking. Okay. Um, and it's something about being like hurt from what's behind you. You can't really move forward what's in front of you because you're still stuck on what's behind you. You have to understand that it's behind you you've already went through that storm. You already went through that hurt and pain. That storm is not going to follow you, because that storm is going to stay right there for it to dissolve or resolve itself out. It's behind you. Um I'm trying to figure out how I want to explain this. So me and you, life path number 2, are in a boat with each other, and like you keep looking back, and it's like this dark, very dark cloud behind you, but in front of you you have like a lot of bright sunshines that you're moving towards, but you can't really appreciate what's in front of you because you're still looking at the storm that's behind you. You've already moved past it. So this month is trying to let you know to move past those things and trust that everything is going to work itself out for you or for yourself. And you are supported along every step of the way. This is also going to be a hard working month for you as well. So you will be on the go nonstop, because that's what I was feeling with that that vision I was getting to, is like nonstop. Like you're not going to stop. But it feels effortless nonstop. It doesn't feel like life path number one. Life path number ones was just juggling too much. For you, life path number twos, it feels like effortless nonstop. So I heard in demand as well. So your job may require a lot from you this month more than ever. Also, if you work part time, extra hours will be required of you. So if you're working part time, you're actually going to be working full time this month. Okay. Because it may be a lot of layoffs, or you may get done with your work faster than others, or more efficient. Let me not say faster, more efficient than others. So your job is seeing that, they're recognizing that, and they're going to put more on you, but you're just going to handle that, like knock that out the water, like really effortless. So it's a very hard working month for you as well. And like I said, also, if you are like that part-time worker, and you have been looking for full-time hours, this month is going to be the month that you're going to be granted full-time hours. Okay, so that's for life path number 2. That's that energy. My personal prediction for life path number 2, um, I wrote that it's so strong that a continuation of letting go of the past is here. So I kind of wrote that in the energy too, because that energy was coming out as well. So it's like a continuation of letting go, understanding the phases of life. You were in that phase of that storm. That was just a phase. That's not how your life is supposed to be ongoing. We always change, even the moon changes. The sun is the sun always, but even the sun rises and sets in different angles or different degrees, or what is it, different areas. I don't know how I want to explain it, depending on the season. Like sometimes the sun can set in the north but rise in the south, or east from west. It changes, everything changes. So don't allow yourself to be held back from things that were only phases. You've grew from that phase, you developed from that phase. So why do you still want to relive the phase? Just because it hurt your feelings? Just because the other person not understanding where you're coming from? Or just because you have grown a comfort? Because sometimes you can get comfortable with those particular like phases. Like it's a lot of people that honestly they like to have drama. If it's not drama in their life, they don't know how to function. Some people like that. Maybe you function like that. Maybe you're not used to it being peaceful. But you have to understand this is a peaceful phase in your life. So don't try to overanalyze those certain things. Like you need to continue to let go. Like that was coming up very strongly, that you will do that in this particular month and in like the next few months to come as well. Um, so continue to move on without holding on. So don't hold yourself back. There's always a purpose in what you are going through and what you have already went through. It's always a purpose. And in time, in divine timing, it will always be revealed the why. The why will always reveal itself. So understand that no understanding is needed right now. You don't need to understand right now. If you needed to understand right now, you would get the answer right now. You don't need to understand what's going on right now. The answer gonna come to you when it's supposed to. So that's twos. Hey Brian, yes, it has been a minute. Jasmine, what's up? You said you see it. All I heard was Bag Lady from Erica Badu. Okay. Yeah, listen to Bag Lady. Don't carry them bags. Why? You don't need to do that. Which just read me like a book. Y'all are welcome. You're welcome, life path number two. Okay, so let's move on to threes. Cause I done gave like that whole little side message. Took up some time. What time is it right now? Oh, okay, I'm good. Three, sorry. All right, so what does that say? Okay, so I wrote down oh okay, thank you God, thank you so much for that because I was like, what is that? Why is that random message right there? Okay, so for life path number threes, I wrote at the top of my page, just read. So I'm just gonna read. And if something comes through as I'm reading, then that's fine. But life path number three, this is your message for you. This message could also be for destiny number three. Also, in the month of April, I will be doing spiritual path readings and life coaching classes. So if you are in need of any type of services, you can book on my website that is in the description box below. So overall for life path number three, understanding what balance actually is, no, understanding what balance actually entails will be your entire energy this month. I know you are I know that you are tired of hearing that, or of hearing that word about, oh, balance. I need to balance everything, blah, blah, blah. And you hear everyone talk about it, but let me break it down in another way that you can actually get the definition of the word of what balance is. Balance is the evening of sharing or handling something so that you can be able to remain upright and steady. Repeat it. The evening and sharing or handling so that you can be able to remain upright, steady, upright and steady. When you have an equal proportion, sorry, when you have an equal proportion of things in your life, you remain steady. Four is all about steadiness. So, therefore, if you have too much of one thing and not enough of the other, you are not able to be steady. So, this month, take a look at your life and ask yourself, are you truly balanced? Are you all work and no play, or vice versa? Are you all play and no work? Do you eat too many sweets and not enough vegetables? Are you in the house this month or not at all? Like, are you going out too much and not really being in the house? Are you being in the house too much, vice versa? Take it as it resonates. And the final question is, are you really balanced? You have to break it down like that. Because people say, yeah, you need to be balanced in order to have what you want. But no, you need to be balanced in order to operate, truly operate. Because if you have too much of one thing and, like I said, not enough of the other, you don't operate right. So even if you are on work but no rest, you can't operate. If you are on rest and no work, you can't operate from your purpose. So that's what balance means. So when you hear people say, well, you need to find balance, you need to do this, you need to do that, they're not really explaining what balance is. And that's the definition of balance. So ask yourself this month, do you really have that balance? Also, the prediction that I have for life path number threes, is that a secret talent or opportunity will be revealed this month. Also, keep what you know a secret. Like a lot of secrets was coming out between this month. Excuse me. Also, I don't know what that feeling was that I just got. It's like all in here. I mean, I haven't really been congested like that, but I guess, but it was something going on here. So maybe the secret that you have is like within here, like within your eyes, like something may be stuck or maybe on hold. I don't know what that energy is. Just take that as it resonates. Also, I did see that there's some type of work gossip. So keep the peace this month as well by removing yourself from that drama. So if you are in a particular job where you are around a lot of people and you interact with your coworkers a lot, there may be a lot of work drama. Um, for those of you who kind of like work by yourself, or you may work with like a handful of people, there may be some things that come up that tries to throw you off. I'll put it like that. So just don't worry about it. Like everything has its time because I feel like when the universe or when God throws things at you to, I don't know what that is, throws things at you to kind of like get you off, it's because there's some type of changes that need to be made in the plan. Like you may think it's a foolproof or sure proof plan, but God sees the steps that you take with that particular plan and removes something to so that you can um execute that plan. Also, I wrote that everyone shouldn't know what you should be doing at all right now. So when I've actually read that as well, like sometimes and I said this in the overall message too. Sometimes you don't need to let everybody know what's going on because they don't see your vision. They don't see the order of the steps that you are taking because that's not them. So a lot of times you don't need to really tell anybody what you have going on this month. Like you don't have to like shun everybody or shy away from everybody or be like overall just like sneaky or secretive, but some things you don't need to really explain. If God gave you a vision, God gave you that vision, not anybody else. So sometimes you don't really need to really explain anything really. Also, I heard that you will get fairness, and then this is that message that's here on top. If you do something wrong this month, you will be forgiven and all will be sorted out, or a fair pay or a fair play. Also, if you do have that work drama and a lot of people have been saying like really the wrong things about you or said, or they're saying that you said something out of context, you didn't really mean it that way. It's gonna be cleared. It's gonna be cleared up. So you don't really have to worry about that. That's why the message is coming through as far as you not really being worried about the work drama. Like kind of like let that pass through you. Because like I said, everything is going to be explained in a better way or one way or another. Okay, so that's threes. That's all I got for three. And I'm gonna move on to fours. Okay. All right. Hello, life path number four, destiny number four. This is your message for the month of April 2023. Also, I am doing spiritual path readings and life coaching classes for the month of April. So if you are in need of my services, you guys can book me on my website. My website is in the description box below. So, life path number four, overall, strong physical energy was coming through this month. For you, you are only focused on results and not getting things done. So pretty much you are only focused on what that vision has showed you. Okay, I was showed that I was this person of high importance, or I was shown that I am going to make $1 million. I was shown that I'm going to get this new car, and you're not really taking those actions or those steps towards getting those things or obtaining those things so that it can manifest in the reality. Like, you can have vision all day, but if you don't actually take those physical necessary steps that you need to take towards those things, then you neglect that purpose that you have for your life, or that thing that you saw within your visions. So don't only focus on the results and not getting things done. Focus on getting the things done so that you can have the results. Okay. It should be flipped. Also be sure not to neglect that universal seven energy and focus on your spiritual building as well. Like I said, you're focused on like the manifestation of things and not really the spiritual practices that you have to build, or that spiritual knowledge that you have to build in order to have those things come into your life. I also wrote that you can still get things done by focusing on the income or going to the gym, buying that new home. But prayer is key this month. So no, don't neglect that side. So like I said, you're just pretty much focused on the physical things. Like, you know what? I'm not focused on this spiritual path. Like, I've been praying, I've been asking God for confirmation to show me these types of visions, and I haven't been getting those things. So I'm just going to focus on doing what I can do, which is a very beautiful energy to be in. It's a very beautiful energy to have. At the same time, you need that spiritual um, experience. You need that spiritual guidance, because when you have the spiritual guidance, it automatically manifests in the physical. Okay, it works hand in hand. You can't even have anything without the spiritual. You need the spirit first. Also, this month also feels like a new year energy for you as well. So you will be making a lot of revolutions or resolutions this month. So be sure to stick with the plans. And that's actually a number 4 energy too. So you're going to be aligned with your natural 4 energy this month. And that's all about discipline. That's all about sticking to the plan. That's all about, you know, concrete manifestations coming in for you. So as long as you can really just stick to the plan and stick to the core of what you absolutely want to do for this month, everything can align with you as well. Also, be sure to like open your spirit up to different, I want to say services. I'm gonna say services. You may only consult or go to a few people, and you like stick to what that those few people say. Sometimes you need to expand to, not saying that you need to hold on to what they're saying, but in order to see like another side of something, you need to go to that side. I can't really explain how. Okay, so for example, you may read the Bible, right? But in order for you to get another version of what God means for you in your life, you may need to read the Quran. Like, you have to incorporate like versatility in your life so that you can get more knowledge, spiritual knowledge. This is just coming through really strong for the 4, so I'm gonna leave it there. So the prediction, my personal prediction for the 4s, you are going to find that home that you have been looking for, and everything will be perfect. If this doesn't have to do with a physical home, then this is the place within yourself that you're gonna be feeling like really like in tune with yourself, like home. Like, I'm actually feeling comfortable more with my body now. I'm actually feeling comfortable with the shell that I'm actually in. And you're gonna start, like I said, like feeling more at ease, more at peace. Like I said, it's that homey feeling. Like, you know how you feel like when you're just gone out the house all day and then you come in and your house is clean and it's nice and it's cozy and you just wrap up in a blanket and you just cuddle up on the couch or on your bed, and that feeling that you get when you have that, like that awe feeling, that is the feeling that life path number fours will have this month. I'm predicting that. Another message that I got, um, my feet had just got really cold when I was channeling that message. So you may also be keeping yourself cold and distant from the world around you. So be careful not to isolate yourself as well this month when you really need someone to be there for you. So don't try to keep everything in. Like, you gotta kind of like have to release some things as well. Um Also, your intuition has been nagging you about something as well. And this month is not going to let up either. So either you don't listen or you're gonna listen. Like, it's like something is gonna come in for you. Life path four number four is that's gonna make you listen to what your intuition has already been telling you. Like, you're gonna get a for sure concrete sign, like in the physical, like not even in like a spiritual dream, but it's gonna be a concrete physical manifestation of something where you have no choice but to listen to what your intuition has already been telling you. And then you're gonna move towards that. Um this month also, don't keep yourself scared and trapped in a corner. Like, live a little bit. I also wrote another message. Please do not allow anyone to decide how your life will go. That will be the biggest mistake of your life. So if you have been trying to um, calculate or orchestrate some type of plan for your life, don't allow other people to dip their finger into that. And actually, life path number four, go back to the overall message that I've timestamped and listen to that message. Okay. So, because that's going to be a lot for the fours. Because, like I said, your energy is that four of that month of April, that month four. And that is also your message as well. So that's it for the fours. All right, let's move on to the fives. Hold on, you guys. Okay. All right. Life path number five. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Also, Destiny number five, if you are here, thank you so much. Also, I will be doing spiritual path readings and life coaching classes in the month of April. I was about to say February, in the month of April. So if you guys are in need of my services, you guys can check out my website and book those services online. Life path number five is when I was just looking at your page that I wrote my channeling on, it looks really clear. So if you have been going through a lot of things within the past few months, those things are going to clear up this month. Okay, that's just a message for you guys. So for life path number five, this month also will be all about determination. Your ability to hang in there between the most difficult challenges of your life. Also, you have a certain defense mechanism, the kind where you always feel like someone is criticizing you, and you have built up a wall to always try to defend yourself. Let your guard down, is what I'm gonna say to the life path number fives. Everybody's not always criticizing you. Sometimes these people are in your life to help you realize something that you may not have realized for yourself. You don't know everything. You have not experienced everything. And even the things that you have experienced, maybe there is some insight that you are not realizing that other people have experienced the same thing and they've had different insight. It's kind of like reading a book. If you ever had like a book report in grade school, and how everybody reads that same book, but most people don't really get an interpretation that other people do. So it's kind of like that book report that you experienced. You've read it, you've experienced it, you are knowledgeable in that particular book, but you got one thing out the book and someone else got another thing. And both of you may be saying the correct thing, but you feel like your way is the only way that it could be interpreted as, and other people have their opinions that is going to be very beneficial for you. So don't think when people come at you saying, well, why don't you look at it this way? It's not that you're being wrong. It's just that they have maybe another view, another perspective of what you went through. So don't get defensive when people say, okay, look at it this way, because you feel like people are telling you that you're wrong and you're not, or that you lack in an area and you don't. So you may also be holding on to the words of others in your past as well. And you are taking too much value in what they said or what they taught you at the time. So it is time for you to strip away and change up in how you look at that. So pretty much people in your past or even just how you grew up may have taught you one way. And I did a message about this, and I'm glad the message is coming back, that how you look at God. When you were taught about God, you may have been taught about from a Bible-based teaching and a very strict teaching of what God really is. And because you've grown up and you've gotten to know God in a different relationship with your spirit and with God, you don't believe anything that anybody tells you. You hold on to it saying, well, when I was younger, you told me this, and that wasn't right. And I suffered from that. I'm still suffering now. Why are you still suffering now? If you know that that person told you something incorrect, why are you suffering, or why are you saying that I can't get past this? You already know it's correct. So move in the right direction. Why do you allow that person to still have that much power over your life where they can hinder you? And then they create that person within you where you are guarded. You're so defensive. No one can tell you anything. It's like you feel like when somebody's telling you something that they're, look, y'all, this bag just fell over by itself. Let me move on. But that's it for the fives. Also, not gonna even speak on it. Also, look on the bright side of life. You are going through a lot and you feel like you are having a hard time in life, but look at it from a different lens. Look at it from a different perspective. Maybe this is happening to create the change that you need to create in your life. And just not only in life, but your mindset as well. So maybe these things are happening. Maybe these things are breaking down for you in order for you to change your perspective in life so that you can learn more, so that you can um, not hold yourself up or not hold yourself back or operate from some type of negative energy where you feel like guarded, you feel traumatized, you feel um, protection, like you're in like protection mode and you really don't need to be. Like you're already protected as it is. So why are you in the protection mode within yourself where you say, you know what, these people are toxic for my life. I'm just gonna push them away and I'm just gonna move them. Now, granted, sometimes when people are just saying things that are being constructive, that doesn't mean that they need to be blocked from your life because they're being negative to you. Maybe that is just their perspective. So just be mindful of that, fives. So for the prediction that I have for fives, you are being asked to take a step back energetically. You also may feel you are being chained to your work or to your desk. Like I saw, like you being chained to like a school desk. Um, so even though that you can't physically take a step back from work, you can energetically. You don't have to bring work home with you. Be sure to not do that this month at all. You have the tendency of really bringing work home with you, and that's not fair. Your work should be at work. Your home should be at home. You should enjoy home. Anything that happens at work, stay at work. And on your ride in the car, or even if, and I hear someone say, well, I work from home, so how do I do that? Once you log off that computer, or when you log off the phone, or whatever you do for work, once you log off, then you shut that work off. You don't allow that, like I said, that work to come in into your life where it throws you off and it messes you up. Okay. Also, be careful of what you do for money as well. So any side hustles, businesses, loans, etc., be careful of that. That was coming up really strong. You don't want to make deals with the devil. I'm just gonna put it to you like that. Like anybody that tries to like sell you some type of dream, like really do your research about it before you just make it. Like it may sound good the way they presented it because they're a good salesman, just like you. But sometimes these things aren't really for you. They may be for somebody else, but they might not be for you. I also saw that karmic cycles. I saw that karmic cycles. Be sure not to repeat the past either. So a lot of times when we make certain decisions, I say wrong decisions for our life, um, we get another chance or another opportunity to correct those mistakes. So when that opportunity comes in for you, I feel like for life path number 5, this is going to be for this month and moving forward. Let's say February or next year, like it's far. It's like a distance, like a actual timeline that's here. So if you do see these karmic cycles or repetitive cycles come up, don't make the same mistakes that you've made before, because you will keep making or keep on going through that lesson. It's kind of like a failed test. So God is the teacher. God gives you a test. You get a bad grade on the test. God does not want you to fail. So God is going to have you retake the test again. You retake the test again, you failed again. God is going to give you the test again. You have an unlimited supply of times that you are going to be able to take these particular tests in your life until you get the grasp of it, until you pass it, until you have a passing score. Okay. It's not going to be like, well, God, you only gave this particular test to me 2 or 3 times. I don't get to make this test up anymore. I did wrong. No, God is going to always present another test for you in order for you to make it up and in order for you to get that good grade on it. Because again, God does not want to see you fail. So that's 5s. Let's move on to 6s because I'm talking real slow today. Okay. So, life path number 6, destiny number 6. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to your, I'm sorry. Is it Kimora? Hey, Kimora, how are you? I'm sorry I didn't say hey to you. Let me know how you're doing, okay? Um, Give me one moment, you guys. Give me one moment. Hold on. Excuse me. Hold on, you guys. Hold on right quick. Dang it, I can't get up. It's okay. It's fine. All right, hold on. Let me change life path number 6's time. All right, life path number 6. I do apologize. Thank you so much, life path number 6, for tuning in, and destiny number 6. Also, in the month of April, I will be doing spiritual path readings and life coaching classes. So if you are in the need of those services, you guys can book those services online. They'll be available all month. So, life path number 6, you have been feeling like there are no answers to your problems. This 4 month is telling you that your answers is like a puzzle, and it's time for you to start putting those pieces together so that you can see the bigger picture of everything. Right now, I was seeing a bunch of puzzle pieces like on the ground, and you are overwhelmed by the pieces, because like the vision that I was getting for life path number 6, it was a lot of pieces on the ground, like it was like a puzzle of like 1,000 pieces, and you just dumped out the puzzle, and now you have to complete this puzzle by yourself, but you're feeling like it's impossible because it's too many pieces. But if you could just take a step back and just breathe and just sort everything out, Then you'll be able to put together into the full picture of things, and then you'll be able to get your answer. Um, you don't know if you just sit and take the time and put everything together that you will have the answers or your solutions. I just said that. Everything is coming together for you. So don't worry about the time. Don't worry about any resources that has not came in either. Don't worry about it being like really chaotic, like it's just all over the place. I don't even know where to start right now. Don't worry about that. Just take your time, pace yourself, and ask yourself this question: what am I in a rush for? Like, what are you rushing to get to? When you supposed to be operating, because you're already operating from purpose, like right now, just as you sit and listen. There's no set time frame. Now, I'm not saying that don't make those necessary steps to put those pieces together, but you don't have to be overwhelmed by it to where you're in a rush to completing it faster than your next door neighbor, or faster than people in your age bracket. Like, you don't have to do all that. Like, your pace is your pace. Take your time, but still not feel overwhelmed in putting those things together. So ask yourself, like, really ask yourself this question, like, why am I rushing to get to the certain place at a certain time, the certain destination in my life at a certain time? There's no time frame when you are patient with yourself. So for the prediction that I saw for life path number 6, I'm hearing a lot of chatter in your head as well. So this month, try not to overthink anything. Like, it was just going a mile a minute. Like, it's a lot that was going on for the life path number 6s, and I couldn't understand, was it just different messages that was coming through for the sixes as I was channeling, or is that just the channel the chatter in your head? And that was just the chatter in your head. Like, you have a lot of things going on at one time. You may be the type of person, sometimes I get like this too, that if you're talking to God, you're talking to God about more than one thing at one time, and you like, God, are you keeping up with it? Because I can't even keep up with what I'm asking you or what I'm talking to you about. So that was coming through as well. So definitely be sure of anything that you are overthinking. And you are also being busy being like very indecisive, like you're not really being sure of yourself. The number 4 energy is asking you this month of April to be very sure of yourself and what you're doing and how you are doing it. Okay, very sure. You can't doubt yourself, not one bit. This is confidence that's coming in for the life path number 6 of this particular month. I need clarity on that. Okay. Also, a lot of options that will come up for you as well, or there will be a lot of options that will come up for you as well, in whatever area you're thinking about right now. So you may have to sit with yourself as well to observe more that's around you, or observe more that is going to come in for you, so that you can make a for sure decision or a good decision for your life. Also, I see an incompletion as well. So any task that needs to be completed, don't leave it until it's done, or don't pull it off for another day because you're getting really frustrated with yourself. In the morning, life path number 6, when you first wake up, don't think about the task that you need to be doing for the day. Think about the peace that you want to have in doing those tasks for the day, because it will change up the energy of what you have going on. So, for example, if you have a million things to do this particular day, and you wake up in the morning thinking, oh my God, I have a million things to do. How am I going to do all these things? Then your energy for the day will be completely off. And a lot of life path number 6 is you tend to do that. You tend to think about the weight or the problems or the uncertainty for the day, and you're not thinking about how you want to feel throughout that uncertainty. Like, even though that you may be uncertain about a lot of things, that doesn't mean that you can't be happy in doing those things. So be very certain of your steps this particular month, so that you can live life to your fullest, or live this month to your fullest. Okay. And also, like I said, just be more confident in yourself. Like, know the steps that you are making. Don't confuse yourself based on the world that's around you, because sometimes you confuse yourself based on other side things that may be presented to you, or challenges that you think that, okay, I want to create this one thing, but I'm feeling like if I create this one thing, what are the tools that I'm gonna need to create those things? You already have the tools. If you need any type of resources to create those things, you just ask God. God is your source. So God is the source of your resource. So when you need tools, or I need a book for this, or I need to learn how to do this, or I need to channel this, do this, ask God for that resource so that you can do whatever it is you need to do. Give me a few moments, you guys. Hold on for one moment. You can have it upstairs. You can have it upstairs. Okay. I'm sorry. All right, I'm back. But yeah, like I was saying, God is your resource. God is your source for any resource that you need. So anything that you need, ask wholeheartedly, and then you'll receive it. If it's meant for you to have, you will receive it. Okay. So that's sixes. So let's move on to sevens. All right, seven energy. Now, seven, this message, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is for life path number seven, destiny number seven. Also, if you are in need of any type of services for me, whether it's spiritual path readings or life coaching classes, you can go to my website and book your services that way. So, seven energy. I'm gonna explain this energy the best way I can, because your energy was coming out very confusing. So again, when the energy comes out confusing like that, or confusing how it does, um, sometimes it can be your very own confusion, or sometimes it could be so many different messages are coming through that it's all over the place. So I'm just gonna explain the strongest energy that came up. I feel a sense that you are in a season where everything is finally coming together for you. But I also sense of self-pity, like downing yourself, like feeling very sorry for yourself. You are saying to yourself that you feel like you don't have a lot of opportunities, but you absolutely do. In all actuality, there are more than one answer to the problems that you have. I'm being told to read that again. You are saying to yourself that you feel like you don't have a lot of opportunities, but you absolutely do. In all actuality, there are more than one answer to the problems that you have. So if you have been in a season where you have been feeling like I just give up on myself completely. Like nothing is really going on for me. I feel like, you know what, life is just over for me. Truly, if you really feel like that, why are you feeling like that? Like you still have breath in your body today. And that's a lot of times. And this message is for anybody else as well who happen to come across this. If you still have breath in your body, if you still have air in your lungs, if you still have a heartbeat, there is still time for you to do everything that your purpose has called you to do. But if you feel like that you don't have that time, or you feel like that you have missed that train to get what it is you need to get, then you'll stay at the station. You will never try to go and seek another train to get on. You will always remain the same. And it's like a form of self-pity, to where you feel like I said, just giving up on yourself. That was just the strongest energy that was coming out for the sevens. It's like Now you're at the season where things are finally coming together, but then again, you give up on yourself. For what? Why would you do that? That's the energy that's coming through for April. So I'm feeling that there is someone here that really isn't going through that. Like, you're really not resonating with what I'm saying right now, but something is going to happen in the month of April where you feel like, you know what? I'll just give up. I just throw my hands up. Do not do that. Because once you give up on yourself, nothing that vision that you have for your life, that accomplishment that you saw you achieving is not going to work at all because you've already given up. There's going to be a lot of things in life that is going to try to throw you off. That's why that devil energy, I feel like the devil energy doesn't exist for my life personally. It just doesn't. It's trapped. It don't got nothing to do with me. But in your particular life, you may feel like that devil energy exists. So if you feel like that devil energy exists, the devil is always going to try to come at you, to throw things at you to get you from that vision that God has for you. That vision that God has instilled in you is so purposeful, it's so well needed, and it's so for you to do, that the devil is going to try to throw anything and everything at you in order for you to give up on yourself. And because something happens, something small that honestly has a solution to it, everything has a solution to it, you give up on yourself because you feel like there's no way out, or you're just getting tired of being attacked. You, life path number 7, destiny number 7, you've always been felt like you were the target. That if you weren't being attacked, if you weren't being ridiculed, if you weren't being down, then no one else is. Like, it's all about me. Like, why am I going through this? Like, why do I, you know, be set up with these things that I feel like, God, I've handled these things all my life. When is it going to let up for me? And God is really asking you, when are you going to let up on yourself? When are you going to persevere and push through everything that is going in for your life? You have a lot of gifts, you have a lot of talents, you have unlimited of blessings coming in for you that is going to get you to those talents and those goals and those blessings. But why give up on yourself just because you got hurt a little bit? If life path number 7, understand what I'm saying. That was the strongest energy that was coming out. So I went ahead and channeled that energy. Also, you are in a season where you are going to be the happiest you have ever been. But don't keep going back and feeling sorry for yourself. Move away from that energy because it can make you be blinded of what actually is coming together for you. So because you are so focused on these troubles and these things that have been thrown at you, you miss the opportunity of seeing that these things are going to be absolutely wonderful and blessed for me, because you're looking at the bad. So be mindful of that, life path number 7. That's going to be your energy for the month 4. Okay, so for the prediction, your prediction actually is life path number 6's general message. I didn't know I wrote that. So I saw a lot of puzzle pieces for the 7s as well. And at first, it doesn't look like much, but you have been working so hard to put everything in place. And now this month is where it's going to start formulating. So you may have a 6 in your chart somewhere too, because it's very similar energy, a little different, but very similar. For the 6s, I saw where they have just dumped out the puzzle of 1,000 pieces. And like, what is this? For 7s, you've been dumped out the puzzle and you're slowly but surely putting everything together. And now you're starting to see like an actual picture through that puzzle that you are formulating for your life. So a lot of things are going to start to formulate for you. But whatever action plan you have wrote down, stick to that plan no matter what. Stick to that plan. Whatever concrete thing that you have written, because sevens, you write a lot. You have a lot of alone time where you really don't, I'm seeing like an expression. You really don't talk much anymore, or you don't talk much at all naturally. And you have a lot of alone time. So you sit and think with your thoughts. So you may have notebooks of things that you have written. So whatever goal, um, and whatever you have written down for your life as far as purpose driven, follow that plan, because you wrote down your purpose and you wrote down the plan, but now you're just trying to seek the purpose without the plan, and you need both. So just be aware of that, sevens, okay? Also, this is going to be a season of go time. So it's time for you to move. It's time for you to go wherever it is you're being called to move and go to. You just need to understand that you can't feel that pity for yourself any longer. You can't feel like every time I do try to take a step towards that particular purpose, I get pushed 10 steps back. So at a certain point in time, you need to realize, is that really your purpose? So if you are trying to go towards, let me flip this a little bit too, because I'm being told to flip it a little bit. If you are for sure that your purpose is a certain thing, you have gotten confirmation on it, you know it, you moving towards it, then move towards it. You are going to have a lot of blockages in your life because there is an enemy out here that is trying to not let that purpose happen. But if you are the type of person where you're trying to move towards something and then it's like, I haven't even gotten my signs that I'm supposed to be doing these things. Every time I'm doing it, I get pushed back. Maybe you need to retweak that purpose a little bit. Ask yourself how you come up with that purpose. Like how you come up with that vision. Was it an actual vision? Did God actually come to you and tell you those things? Or is it something that you seeing that's being a trend right now? And that's why you want to do those things. You got to ask yourself these certain questions, because that's how you can be certain and confident in what you're supposed to be doing. Take it how it resonates. I hate when I have to give a message like that. Like, are you sure that's what God told you? Because I don't want to put in self-doubt in your mind. Like, I don't want to be that type of person. At the same time, if you are moving towards a goal or something that you said that you want to do, you got to reevaluate that question. Who told me these things? Did I tell myself that this was my purpose based on what I was seeing on the outside? Or did God actually come to me and tell me and show me this is what I'm supposed to be doing? That's why that question is coming up. So don't get me the question. I'm just asking for you, for your sake. How you come up with that? Because when it comes to your purpose, it's supposed to flow. It's going to be easy. Like everything lines up in order. But at the same time, there is going to be some type of opposition that's going to try to stop you. But it shouldn't feel like pulling teeth. Y'all get what I'm saying? It shouldn't feel like pulling teeth. If you feel like your purpose, oh my God, every time I try to get on my path and on my purpose, it's like pulling teeth, you might need to ask yourself, so who told you that that was your purpose? All right, so that's what I got for sevens. Let's move on to eights. All right. So, life path number 8, destiny number 8. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this April 2023 message. Also, if in the month of April, I will be doing spiritual path readings and life coaching classes. So, if you are in a need of any services, be sure to check out my website to book those services for you. I'm available all April. So for life path number 8, the first word I heard was simpatico. So that word may be coming up a lot for you. Also, something simpatico is something that is like destined or fated, something that is meant for you to really align with. So something that is destined or fated is headed towards you this month. Whatever you, whatever that has been nagging you this month, or whatever will be nagging you this month, um, will be resolved as well. So if something has been like really like tugging at you, picking on you, those things are gonna be handled beautifully, organically. I am also feeling like a dictator energy too. So, someone who is in control of a lot of decisions in your life will be faced with what feels like an explanation, or it could be karma. So, what it was feeling like when I was channeling the message, it was channeled like someone has like said something very mean or bad to you. And this is just for example, it could be literal for you, but it was feeling like someone said something that ultimately they regret saying it now. And now they're going to come in, and it feels like a look, let me explain to you why I said it that way. Or let me explain to you why I feel this way about you. Like they're going to try to explain their feelings. And I know probably wrote this because I'm feeling it again. Just sit and listen to whatever that person has to say to you. I also saw like an office meeting or a family meeting. Like it's like a congregation of people that's coming together, like just having a meeting, sitting down, saying, you know what, let's resolve our differences. I do feel strongly in the month of April. This month will be for that. April or the number 4 is all about the home as well. So it's all about your structure, and who resides in your home. And the home consists of a mother, a father, and a child. So, mother, father, and child put together makes a home. So, it could be a family meeting that you may have with your siblings, with your mom, your dear dad, um, or even like if you consider yourself, family with your coworkers, you may have some type of meeting where you guys sit around like in a circle, or in your prospective chairs, and have that meeting. Be mindful of thinking before you speak in this meeting. This is very important. Be mindful of thinking before you speak, because your words may be used against you. I'm feeling like a conference of some sort. Like I said, it was like a conference. So speak your truth without making it seem like you're being victimized. So be firm in your words and what you're saying and how you feel and how that situation made you feel, but use it in a more delicate way. I'm gonna say it like that. You don't have to yell and scream everything. I personally feel when you are having a disagreement with somebody and you're yelling and screaming at that person still can't hear you because you're yelling and screaming. They're gonna be like, "Wait, hold up, stop right there. Who you talking to?" Or you may be so loud that your tone they can't hear it. They start feeling like defensive because you're coming at them in the wrong way. But when you're just talking to them about just naturally how you feel from a logical standpoint, then they will be able to see what you're talking about. Even if they don't see what you're talking about, then you let it go. You ask God, God, this person does not see where I'm coming from. Allow them to see what I'm saying. I don't want them to get hurt. I want it to be full of love, but come to them with the acknowledgement or the knowledge that this is how I feel. And then let God handle it. You don't have to yell, scream, and shout. Because sometimes when you yell, scream, and shout, you get into your emotions aids, and it could come off as very harsh. It come off as like a dagger instead of like, okay, so for example, I'm seeing my pen. So instead of this pen can be used to write something with, the actual use of it, or if I go in hard enough, it can be used as a dagger. So use your words wisely. Someone also may have told or lied on you. Like they may have like told a lie on you, or they just may have lied on you completely. When you find out about this particular lie, don't overreact either. Everything is going to be on your side. So things will ease by the end of this month. So no worries. So as you're looking at this, Mayish, let's say May, because it looks like it's like in between. So it could be like April 30th, honestly, or May 1st. It looks like it's in between. So actually, what it's feeling like is feeling like a night conversation where it overlaps. Like it feels like an overlapping conversation. So let's say even if this is like a work, y'all are gonna go over that time. It just feels like a overlapping. Or it could be where the meeting starts this month, but then because you're taking too much time on the topic, your work or your manager schedules another meeting for next month to continue the conversation. Just focus on the positive around you as well and believe that karma is real. Okay, so like I said, if this person has been like intentionally doing that, just know that karma real. I am a firm believer in karma. That is like it come back so fast. And then sometimes it don't even come back on fast. It comes back right on time. So if you're being lied on or ridiculed or mistreated, just be sure to just not think of those things. Okay. So the prediction that I saw for AIDS, I saw concrete. This tells me everything that you have set in stone. I'm sorry. Let me read that back. This tells me that things are set in stone for you. Everything that is for you will not pass you by. A reminder. Now, this is a reminder for the AIDS. God has already sorted everything out for you. Do not for once doubt the love that God has for you. Repeat it. God has already sorted everything out for you. Do not for once doubt the love that God has for you. So, a life path number 8, you may be feeling like God not there in some type of situation in your life. And this is the month where you're going to actually realize God really do love me. Like something's going to happen where it's going to be like, dang God, you really do love me. You haven't left me this whole time. No, I haven't felt your presence. No, I haven't heard you, but you've been here this whole time. Thank you so much for protecting me. It's going to be kind of like that. Or thank you so much for being on my side. So God just wants you to know that. That's a reminder for you, okay? And that's for the 8s. You said what type of vegetables I like. Um, I like carrots, cucumbers, things like that. Tomatoes are is not actually a vegetable. Um, I'm really into them. Like spinach, definitely, collards, things like that. I eat like a variety. It's not like just one. But cucumbers, I eat cucumbers a lot. I had to grow on cucumbers. So let's go to 9s, you guys. I think I'm doing okay. No, I'm not. Okay, I do apologize. I'm gonna have to speed these up just a little bit. Okay, life path number 9, destiny number 9. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to your April 2023 prediction. Also, in the month of April, I will be doing life coaching classes and spiritual path readings. So if you are in need of any services from me, you can go check out my website and book your services online. Life path number 9. This is a really good energy for you. Finally, everything is feeling more relaxed, easy, or a happy or easy and happy for you. You are so happy this spring, or you are happy that this spring is here. It's like the winter months you were on hold, or you were in like hibernation in the winter season, and now with the flowers blooming, you are blooming as well. So it's like the thawing out energy. So you may have been feeling stuck or trapped in your mind, stuck and trapped, and feeling like you can't really move anywhere, or just overall you just been feeling like really cold lately, like really distant. But this particular month and in the spring season, you are going to start thawing out. You're going to start feeling like re-energized, rejuvenized, refreshed. Also, I was feeling that I'm sorry, I lost my space. Okay, I heard birthday. So some of you may be sharing a birthday or maybe having a birthday this month, or Aries, or you may be an Aries or Taurus, or those signs may be your moon sign as well. I wrote down sun, moon, rising, and Venus, like Aries and Taurus. So make sure you guys look at your chart. But I was feeling like it's some type of birthday month. So wherever you have Aries and Taurus in your chart, right? Yeah, wherever area you have Aries and Taurus in your chart, um, look that energy up because it's gonna be like a rebirth for you or like a birthday for you. So for the past 2 months, it has been really dark for you, but this is going to be light energy. So enjoy the weight off. So if you've been feeling like really, it's heavy, it's very heavy. Okay. And I am picking up, I think I did give that message for nines, where that was Nine's message, where it's gonna be like that dark shadow energy. That's gonna start really coming up to light. Like you're not gonna really deal with the darkness for right now. You're gonna deal with the lighter energy. So you're coming back to the light. So just be really grateful for that. This is the best energy that I felt for the month for. So just enjoy your spring. Just enjoy that time with your family, with your friends. You may be taking like a lot of spring break vacations. Just make sure that you are being safe as well on those particular vacations. And then just enjoy life. Just, be free, be happy. Love life, be in that loving life because you haven't really been loving life lately. You've been like, look, this ain't it. And it's time for you to love life. So, prediction for the life path number nines. I heard a meeting. So, take that how it resonates too. You guys were getting that meeting energy too. I got that it could be a very important meeting that's coming up for you that you will do well in. So if you are like a presenting something to like a company, those things could go really well for you. If you have like an interview coming up, though, that can be really good for you too. You'll get hired from that job. But I just saw like some type of meeting. But you are going to do well in that meeting. Also, this could mean that you're going to meet a new partnership as well, or you may be meeting up with someone that you've lost contact with. And you guys are gonna really start talking and really enjoy each other like you haven't lost contact. So this is gonna be a really good thing for you for this month, life path number nine. I also see that this month you are being guided to focus more on the positive. Instead of you focusing on that dark energy or focusing on what's not going on for you or focusing on how somebody hurt you or what they did to you, focus on the lighter side of what they gave to you. Again, life path number nine, you have been in an energy where you have been dealing with a lot of shadow work. So now that you have cleared the shadows, now it's time for you to understand what that shadow has brought. So I'm seeing shade right now. So a lot of shade energy, like you may have been under a cloud somewhere, but that shade was to shield you from getting burnt from the sun or other things that may have definitely um really been harmful to you. I won't say burnt, but harmful. So you needed that shade, you needed that cool down energy, you needed that hibernation, that cold energy, so that you won't overheat, is what I'm saying. So find a light in every situation that you are in this month, any situation that you would be in. This month is going to be the best month for you in a while as well. So you have been feeling heavy and now your load has lightened. I also heard gifts. So it could be a literal present, like a literal gift that you will be granted this year. I mean, I said this year, this month. Like I said, I was feeling like birthday energy or an enhancement of your natural gifts or your spiritual gifts. So take that how it resonates, okay? And that's nines. You said I'm a life path 5, but that resonates with me. Depressed and hibernating in winter. Now I'm out and blooming. Okay, cool. Definitely listen to life path number 5 message, Eli. Hey Natalie, you said meeting someone of worth. It just felt like a meeting. It didn't it felt like a friendship type or like a business type. It could mean love, some type of meeting, like a dating, like you're gonna meet someone new, but take that as it resonates too. I'm the type of person I do not like giving love messages. I don't, because on YouTube, unless you come to me personally, on YouTube, people take it so literal. Like everybody's love message is not the same. So I really refrain from like saying, yeah, you're gonna meet somebody new. I really try to refrain from saying that. I mean, if it come out strong, it come out. But even if you do meet somebody that like asks you for your number, asks you out on a date, that don't mean that this person is your husband or your wife. That just means that you were supposed to meet them for a purpose or a reason. Like I just don't I that's just me personally. Maybe I'll change in the future, but right now I don't, because it's YouTube. Like everybody not gonna meet their soulmate in the month of April. Like everybody has different timings. So that's why I don't like giving stuff like that, because I don't want to give people false hope. Like I want to give you like realistic. Right. Okay, you said that it doesn't have to be love, just platonic. Yeah, somebody platonic. Or like I said, it's gonna be somebody that is gonna like hit you up that you haven't talked to in a while, and y'all just gonna hit it off. Like that energy. But it felt very loving. So let's go to master number 11. Ooh. Alicia said, thank you, I will. Yes, you can rewind. Oh, she said she'd be right there. And I'll timestamp these too, of course. All right, master number 11. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to your April 2023 prediction. Also, master number 11, look at life path number two's messages as well. And in this month of April, I will be doing spiritual path readings and life coaching classes. So if you are in need of services, be sure to check out my website to book those services. Now, master number 11, this message came out really, really strong. Okay, so I'm just going to give it to you. Overall energy. So your word for this month is obedience. Obedience means to submit to a command. Again, obedience means to submit to a command. When obedience comes up for you, it means that in simple terms, you already were told what you were supposed to do, so do it. There is no need to doubt, question, or fear what your intuition has already told you to do. It will lead you to your ultimate fulfillment, so trust in that word. In another way, you have to completely understand that you are not in control of everything. For master number 11, your biggest challenge as the 11 is you love to have control and you don't like following orders because you feel like you only know what's good for you. You feel like you only know what's good for you. You don't feel like everybody else knows what's good for you, which is a good thing, which is very understandable. But understand that this command is coming from something that is a part of you. So trust it. Also, be wise in what you are hearing as well. Do not listen if these things are telling you to do things that will lead you out of destruction. Listen to the things that will lead you into the right direction with God. So, obedience is very key because we'll get these visions and we'll get these instructions on life on what to do. And oh, yeah, I already know what I'm supposed to be doing. I just need to do it. So, when are you going to do it? That energy was coming up so strong. It's coming up in a way also where, like I said, life path number 11, master number 11, you really don't like taking orders. That's that double one energy. You like to be the boss of your own life. But then you also have that two energy where you resonate with that you need to start trusting into more than yourself. You need to start trusting into that loving place and that loving intuition that God has naturally given you. If, again, if that place is telling you to do something that is not of God, and first you got to ask yourself, okay, so I'm getting told to do these things, but is these things going to please God? And if you say yes automatically, then go ahead and do it. If you say, well, I don't know if God is going to want to be pleased with that, then you got to either one, not do it because that's not coming from your intuition, or two, ask follow-up questions with, why don't I think this is of God? You got to start questioning yourself of why you're doing these certain things. But you've already gotten what you were supposed to get. You just need to do it. Value from God. God loves someone who is obedient. Think about it this way. If you have kids or if you are around a child and you tell a child to do things one time, how does that make you feel? It make you feel like, oh my God, this kid really is obedient. This kid does not give me any troubles, does not give me any problems. But then when you deal with a hard-headed kid, where you got to tell the kid over and over again to wash the dishes, over and over again to fold up their clothes, over and over again to do their homework, it gets frustrating. So it comes off as an energy that's how God is to you. It's like you've been told what to do and you're just doing a complete opposite. Or you're saying that I do it, okay, I can do it whenever I get to it, or I can do it whenever I got the time. No, God is telling you to do something right now, you need to do it. Because it's coming up in your energy that if you don't, it's going to be forced on you. So for example, and I said this earlier in the video, but I'm going to repeat it again. And I think I did say this right before Life Path number 2's video too. Last week, well, really not even just last week, like for a few weeks now, God has been telling me personally to take a break, take a rest. Don't put too much on myself right now. But I'm the type of person that if I am resting, I feel inadequate. I feel like I'm wasting time. Not inadequate, but I feel like I'm wasting time. And God was telling me to rest, but I was like, I don't want to rest right now. What happened was while I was working, I literally felt my voice, like I'm talking, and I could feel my voice leaving immediately. Within an hour, I couldn't talk at all. And of course, what I do on my channel and what I do for other people, I talk. Like I need my voice, but God wanted me to rest. So what God did was literally took my voice from me so that I won't do anything for 3-4 days. Even with that, God also set up a trip for my kids to go on so that I can take that rest because I was supposed to rest. I was not being obedient at all. So God was like, you know what? You're not being obedient. You act like you don't hear me. Let me sit you down myself. You don't want that to happen. You don't want God to really step in like that. So if you're being told to do something, go ahead and do it. Because what's going to happen is, so for example, even let's say you're being told to follow some type of path or follow some type of purpose within your job. and you're not doing it, what will happen is that God will lay some people off. You're gonna still be taken care of, but you'll be laid off. Um, God is telling you to go work out one of these days. No, I don't really want to go work out. I can't really do it. I don't really have time to do it. Boom, your car gets stopped in the middle of the street. Now you gotta walk from your car to the gas station and then back. You working out. So it won't be like horrible. And I know it sounds kind of bad when I put it like that, but it's real. It happens like that sometimes. Like I could have said easily, no, it's a bad thing that my voice is gone. No, it was actually a pretty good thing that my voice left because I was able to rest. Even though that something was taken away, it was a good thing. I got it back. I didn't like nothing traumatic happened to me. God is not going to allow that to happen, but God is going to say, okay, you're not listening. Let me do this so that you can be forced to do this because I'm telling you to do it for a reason. Just like the child example that I was using. If you are a child and you're not being told, you're not doing what you were being told to do, what's going to happen? Hey, you know what? If you don't wash these dishes, you're going to be on punishment. So it's not a bad thing. It's so that you can learn and understand. So keep that in mind for this month, okay? Being obedient. The number 4 is about obedience as well. So my personal prediction that I have for master number 11 is that your home situation will be changing. Some it could be your actual physical location. Others, it could be your body. So everything is changing. So, um, like I said, take it how it resonates when it comes to your body. If you've been working out, and you have not been seeing results, you're gonna start seeing results this particular season. If you have been looking for that place to stay or that home to call your own, you are gonna find that place to stay in this particular month as well. But like I said, you will be seeing results of the work that you have been putting in. So that was coming up really strong too. This also will be a carefree month for you too. So do not try to seek drama or confusion. If drama comes knocking at your door, do not open. You are not home. Okay? Because drama is going to, because you are being more carefree this particular month and you're being really in tune with yourself, that things are going to try to throw you off with that. So just be mindful and be really, really careful of that. All right. So that's master number 11s. I hate when my computer do this. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right. So master number 22. All right. Hello, master number 22. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is for master number 22, life path number and destiny number. Also, I will be doing spiritual path readings and life coaching classes in the month of April. So if you are in need of my services, make sure you guys check out my website and book your services online that way. It's the only way you can book. So master number 22. Also, if this energy doesn't really feel like you will feel it. If this energy doesn't feel like you, look at life path number 4's message or look at your destiny number. You are focused on something very intensely this month, learning a new skill or a new trade that you may be going back to school for, or that you may be like reading and researching. You are looking how to be more sufficient and knowledgeable in all areas of your life so that you won't feel a lack anymore. You won't feel inadequate. You are on a pursuit of total peace in your life. And as I wrote peace, I started to write PIECE, but of course I end up writing PEACE. So I feel like everything is going to start really coming together, or you need to start writing things down so that you can piece everything together for your life. So you can kind of like correlate everything, like putting things together. Okay. So all the pieces are coming together for you as well. I also do feel a sense of accomplishment. So you may be graduating soon, This also feels like a spiritual graduation. So it could be a physical graduation if you are already in school right now. In the month of April, you could be getting prepared for your graduation in April or in May. You're finishing up final classes or final touches. Again, it could be a spiritual graduation as well, where you're leveling up your consciousness. And then also, this could be a month where you get promoted in your job. You may, if even if you're your own business owner, you may be getting more clientele this month, or you may be hitting like another like tax bracket. And then also I was seeing like a lot of raises too. So you may be getting a lot of raises this month as well. Also, overall, this feels like an energy of alignment. So you will be feeling more in line and more peaceful within yourself, and accepting all situations as they are and finally understand what it was all for. So fours, master number 22's energy has been going through a lot within, I'll say within this past year or two. And you haven't been understanding like why have you been going through all of these things all at once. And recently, I'll say that was the energy for master number 22's in like December or January. You've been like really wallowing in those sorrows. But now springtime is coming and you're just like, you know what? I do get what's going on. Or right now, if I even don't really get what's going on, I'm going to understand it on a whole nother level in due timing. So, with that being said, this particular month, you are going to be more relaxed this month as well. So, be sure to, pat yourself on the back. You made it through the storm, you made it through the hard time, and everything is going to start being really fresh for you. I just heard the word degree as well. So, everything is going to be a certain level of degree, or like I said, you may be getting a degree in something or a certificate in something, like a higher part of your learning is going to be there. So for master number 22's, for the prediction that I have, I heard major peace. Like I said, that word peace kept coming up for you guys. Like I said, peace of mind, putting pieces together, pieces of me, like things like that were like coming up like with the word peace. So that word is going to resonate with you a lot this month. So make sure you're following your signs when you see that word peace. Look around you and what's going on, and that can be an answer to the questions that you have as well this month. You have also been struggling on figuring something out, or you've been trying to like investigate as well. So this month you are going to get an answer, but it could go into the next month as well. So I'm feeling like maybe like the end of April, beginning of May, it could correlate. Again, you could get that answer to that question that you sought or that you seek, and everything is going to start really coming together. You're going to start figuring a lot of things out. It's going to be very beautiful month for the master number 22's. Also, I just heard the word nosy. is it's a difference on feeling nosy, N-O, or nosy, K-N-O-W. So instead of you being nosy like no, N-O, don't put your nose into everybody else's business trying to figure out what people have going on. But you do need to be nosy, K-N-O-W, and learning something for yourself, having a lot of knowledge for yourself. You get what I'm saying? So just be mindful of that as well, because I just heard it. All right, so that is 22's. Now, last but not least, we have 33's, and I will be done, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. So 33's, again, thank you so much for tuning in. Life Path, Master number 33, and Destiny number 33. I greatly appreciate it. Also, look at Life Path number 6's message as well. There may be some messages in there for you. And in the month of April, I will be doing spiritual path readings and life coaching classes. So if you are looking to book those services, you can go on my website and book those services that way. So master number 33, God is asking you to move away from uncertainty, doubt, and confusion. This month, where this is a month where you need to trust in your steps and know that you are moving in the right direction. You have been asking, am I doing the right thing for my purpose or for life? And the question should be, am I only having this chaos in my mind because of me or other people? So don't doubt yourself. Again, if you guys have not looked at the message for the month of April, go back and look at the general April message for the month. That is your message as well. Because I feel like for master number 33s, you are having this doubt in your mind based on what other opinions or other things that you have going on. You also may have this doubt in your mind because you are unsure of what you're supposed to be doing. You have so many interests in what you're supposed to be doing that you're not really even trusting in all of those interests that you have. You're looking on the outside to have someone else give you what you're supposed to be doing. And that's confusing you. And you're really not trusting into any step that you have. Wait a minute. Hold on. I wrote right to the page too. Yep. Also, master number 33s, you may have a life path number 2 in your chart as well. Yeah, that's confirmation. I went right to it. Look at life path number two's message as well. Even though it is for life path number 2, that message is resonating for you. The advice that I gave is for you as well. You just got to trust into your steps. Hold up. Okay. I know which one it was. I know which one it was. Hold on, you guys, because I'm getting like, yes, definitely look at that was 6. Okay, I was just making sure that it was 6s that I gave that message to, because a lot of that energy of life path number 2 and life path number 6 is really coming up in this particular message. Make sure you look at those messages as well. Because I feel like I said, you just so sometimes that can happen. You can be so talented and you can have so much going for yourself that you really get confused about knowing what you're supposed to be doing. So you look to other people. And a lot of times it's not a good thing, because even though the people that you have around you mean well, they don't really know what's best for you. So you have to discover and search for your own on what's best for you, and then trust it when you get it. If you discover something for yourself, trust what you're getting. Just trust it, because this month is all about certainty. The number 4 is all about certainty, concrete. I know, like knowing, like I can put my hands on it and I can see, if I can believe it, I can achieve it type energy. This is your energy for the month of April. So be careful of those steps that you take, and be careful of who you're listening to as well. So you got to ask yourself that, like, is it me that's putting these thoughts and doubts in my mind or chaos in my mind, or is it other people? And if it's you, check yourself. If it's other people, don't tell them what you got going on. There is also a sense of release from everything that is putting strain on you as well. This is important for you to keep certain things a secret. I just said it, because everyone doesn't or didn't have the vision that God has placed in your heart. So a lot of times people don't understand your vision, or they may project their fears on you. So do not listen to people this particular month. um Take the advice that they're giving you with a grain of salt. Again, they're meaning well, they love you, they don't want to see your downfall. It's not like they're doing this or saying this because they're jealous of you. They just don't see what you see. They don't see that vision. They don't have that keen insight that you have of your own life. Everybody don't have that. Only you know what's best for you. So follow and trust your steps. I knew I was feeling that 6. Definitely look at 6s, because this is a message that I gave 6 too. I wrote trust in the steps that you are being ordered to, and pray that God sends you the resource so that you could succeed. You just need to come up with a plan and follow that plan. Don't just plan and then sit on the plan. Like, you have all these plans, you have all these ideas, but then you get scared and you the plan just is like just a written sheet of paper, and it's not actually fulfilled. And I told life path number 6 is this as well, is that you need to start trusting in the source to provide the resource for you. Trusting in God to provide everything that you need for you in order to succeed. You just have to write down a plan and execute that plan. And then God is going to move things, move mountains for you in order for you to get towards that peaceful, destined destination. So, master number 33, the symbol of a rainbow are very significant for you this particular month. This is my personal prediction. The symbol of a rainbow is a significant sign this month. This is a symbol of peace, and everything is going to be good for you. So when you see a rainbow or when you see one, make sure that you're taking that time to thank God and proceed to pray from your heart. The number 7 as well was coming up, so take that as it resonates. So you might see a lot of number 7, like triple sevens. You may see something that uh, is going to alert you to grab something with 7 or grab 7 of something. Okay, so that is 33s. And that's all I got, y'all. All right, but make sure, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure that you guys hit that like button. I greatly appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.